Alright, in the last video, we learned how to swap out those old for loops for the much cleaner array.map. But what happens when things get more complicated? When you need to do more than just transform data? When you need to filter out data and reduce it all down to a single value? I mean, you could go back to your old ways writing a for loop, but let's just say you have an array of user data, and your boss wants you to calculate the spending amounts of all of your premium members. Using a traditional for loop, you'd probably do something like this. First, you would initialize an empty array and a total variable. Then you would loop through all of your users, and inside that loop, you would have an if statement to check their membership status. But you're not even done. Now you need to go into another loop and loop over your premium purchases array just to add up those prices. It gets the job done, sure. But I mean, look at it. We have temporary variables, multiple loops, if statements. It's just noisy. But what if I told you you could do the exact same thing and get the exact same result with one simple line of code? Today, we're diving in how to chain map together with powerhouse functions like reduce and filter. You're about to turn those complicated data problems into a single elegant solution. Okay, we have our array of user data, and each object has their email, their membership level, and a list of their purchases. Doing this the old way would mean a bunch of temporary variables in all of these steps. We're not about that life. We're going to use a clean functional approach. But to pull that off, we first need to get to know our three key tools. First up is filter, and it does exactly what it sounds like. It sifts through your array, and it creates a new one that only has the items that pass a test that you give it. For our problem, we need to pull out just the premium members. So we will use filter to check each user and only keep the ones where their membership status is premium. Next up is map, which you already know and love. Map is for transforming an array. It creates a new array by running a function on every single element. We don't care about the entire user object right now. We just want a list of how much each premium user has spent. So we'll map over our filtered users and turn each user object into a number, their total purchase amount. And that brings us to reduce. Reduce is the one you use when you need to boil an entire array down to just one single value. Once we have our list of purchase totals, we will add them all up. Reduce will take that list of numbers and run a function on it and add them all together into one final grand total. So individually, these methods are pretty useful, but chaining them together, that is a superpower. Here's the secret sauce. Both filter and map return you a brand new array. That's the key. This means we can call the next method directly on the output of the previous one. So what comes out of the previous one is the direct input into the next one. So to solve our problem, we can grab the users array and just start the chain. First, we can call filter to get a shorter array with only the premium members. That new array gets passed right into map. We don't even need a new variable for it. We can just tack map right onto the end. This will transform our premium users into an array of their purchase totals. And finally, that array flows right into reduce, which adds everything up into our grand total. And there you have it, one continuous chain of operations. And just look at it. It reads like a sentence. First, filter our users, and then map them to their purchases, and then reduce their totals down to a single number. It's clean, it's clear, and it's so much more powerful. If that aha moment just clicked for you, you know what to do. Smash that like button, and drop a comment below letting me know what you're excited to refactor with this. And hey, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Okay, let's put this into practice. It's time for a little challenge to lock in those new skills. Here is an array of products, each with a name, a category, and a price. Your challenge is this. Calculate the total value of all products in the books category that costs more than $20. Go ahead, pause the video, pop open your editor and give it a shot. No pressure, I'll wait. How did it go? Let's take a look at the solution. It's another one of those beautiful one-line chains. First, we filter for the right books based on the category, and that the price is over 20. Then we map to pull out just their prices. And then we reduce to get the final sum. Easy, right? So there you have it. Now you know how to chain, map, filter, and reduce to write code that's not just shorter, but cleaner and easier to read. You're shifting from telling JavaScript exactly how to do its job to declaring what it is that you want to see. It's a game changer. This is a huge concept in modern JavaScript, and using it will not only make your projects cleaner, but it will also make you a much more effective dev. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Happy coding. I'll see you in the next one.